Morning.
Morning.
Hi, James. Oh, you got Shiz school right behind you. I see that. Yeah.
Big fan of Wicked.
Oh,
Big
we are
fan.
too.
I'm also a big fan of The Way Home. So the first thing I want to say is, hi, y'all.
Hey, y'all.
Oh, man, it is a new season, The Way Home. I have Andy, Kyler, Evan, Sadie. And once again, Evan, you know, you're going to be last. We're going to get started with Andy. Let's talk about season 3.
You save the best for last. I think that's where we're going with that.
We're season 3 is remarkable, and the fans are so intrigued by this show, and we love watching their reactions to the show. Jacob comes home, which was really big for everybody. They wanted to see if Jacob would come home, and that's a huge part of what my character has to deal with, is the fact that her son, she didn't get to raise her son, and she doesn't really even know her son. She wants to treat him as if he's her baby, but he's not the same person. So that's was a huge part for my character this season. But everybody has such wonderful things that they're doing. So
Yeah, Sadie, let's go with you.
go, Sadie.
Sorry, I did not get the handoff.
Pass the ball.
Yeah, no, this season for Alice, she's negotiating growing up and wanting to move forward, and after their sort of quest to bring Jacob home came to a close when we all realized he was safe and home and he could be here with us. But I think Alice was hoping that maybe she would get a break from time travel. But when we hear her voice on the recording from 1974, we're heading into episode 4 this week, and we still don't know when that recording takes place. So there's this sort of prophecy that she's heading towards. And there's this reason that she's in the past that she has to come to find out. And so whether she likes it or not, she has to keep going back. And I think she's finding that she likes it, but also dealing with knowing how Colton, how his life ends and her responsibility in that weighs heavily on her.
Conflict there, yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
All right, Kylie, your turn. Ladies first, Evan, so sorry.
No apology necessary, sir. This is how it should be.
He's an extremely chivalrous man, and he always makes sure that the ladies go first. So it's much appreciated, unless we don't need to go first, if you know what I mean. It's like, whatever.
Right.
We choose, but you support. It's lovely.
Your body, your choice.
That's right. Oh. Yes, so Kat, at this point in the season, very much to what Sadie was just saying, it's like now that Jacob is back, it's sort of, now what? What's the next adventure? Is this whole story complete now? And if so, what role do I play? Like, who am I anymore? Because she's already come, in season 1, we pick her up right at the end of her marriage, so right in divorce and having been fired, moving forward in ways that she wasn't expecting, and then, of course, jumping in a magic pond, and being faced with, challenges that still reside between, Kat and Dell, and how this new part of life, as now Kat is a mother, just like Dell is a mother, it's kind of like really interesting to see those two dynamics come together, which creates tension, but also get to see a lot between another side of Dell and another side of Kat that I think has been really wonderful. And for Kat and Elliot, which is another really big step, when we come back from to season 3, 9 months has passed from the end of season 2. And so a lot happens. So, you have to kind of truncate it a little bit, but you do get to see them growing more as, instead of just necessarily time travelers, at least for Kat and Sadie, for Alice, is what they're like just as human beings in this environment, living in the present here and now.
All right, Evan, let's talk about Elliot. He finally got brave and got that kiss in. Let's talk about Elliot.
Oh, man. At the top of season 3, we're catching Elliot on the upswing. He's got some momentum. At the end of season 2, he got to go back in time because of Alice being so generous and taking him to meet Colton, his father figure, and really heal some deep-seated trauma. And now we're going to see how that manifests in the way his life goes. And he renovated his house. He gets the girl. Everything seems like it's all coming together. But then also the question is begged, like, what happens when you get what you thought you wanted? And Elliot's been wanting some of these things. since he was 16 years old. So
Maybe even before.
maybe
Yeah.
even before. So the question is this the kind of show where you just get to be happy and ride off into the sunset? I think our audiences know by now not to expect that, in fact, to expect the unexpected. So stay tuned. We'll see. Perhaps we'll be holding space for romance in the future.
Interesting. Andy, I am glad to see you in the credits as executive producer. I love seeing that. I like the
Well, I
progression
appreciate
on
that.
Yeah.
Well,
And
thank
then
you.
there was also a mention of Indiana Jones. So when you mentioned that Indiana Jones in the segment that I saw, you had this bee farm around you. So the first thing I thought about was Jason Statham and the beekeeper. And I said, maybe she's a part of a CIA operation for real.
I was like, where is this going?
Okay,
Yes.
you need to come on. You need to go on social media with that one. Because just join the way home. Just
Yeah, join
join the way
conversation.
home and join the conversation.
I will. I will. I want to thank.
It is.
That's Pandora's box.
Yeah,
right
that's
there.
really a good one.
Yeah.
I've never heard that one before.
I don't know where that came from, but that's good. That's good.
Andy, Kyler, Evan, Sadie, thank you so much for joining us on Morning Blend. Once again, the way home. I enjoyed the first 2 seasons. Looking forward to the new season. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks
Thank
for
you.
having us.